welcome to Moms in Paradise,
where we swap stories, drinks, share laughs,
and remind ourselves that
paradise isn't a place.
It's a mindset.
I'm Glenda.
I'm Sharika.
I'm Najila.
I'm Georgette.
And welcome to Moms in Paradise podcast.
Hi guys, new week, new Moms in Paradise.
Yes.
This week we are making a Mom's Mai Tai.
Okay.
And we're calling it a Mom's Mai Tai because I start off with one drink, and then I got advised, and then I end up going to another drink. So we're gonna just kind of see how it end up.
Okay.
So I mean, you gonna get to taste the alcohol, but you see how it end up. But I'm gonna ask the we're gonna see how it end up. Okay. So we mix in. We're gonna mix the alcohol one, and we're gonna the virgin one. First the alcohol one, then the virgin one.
Okay. No problem.
So first we'll start off with the amaretto.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what inspired this drink?
Thinking back and simplicity. Because sometimes you want to learn something nice, but you don't really got a time for the fancy. Put in this.
Okay.
You got Malibu, you got pineapple, boom, bam, you're done. And if you have a little extra something in your house, you can add a little something and make it what it is you want to make it.
Hence your drink of it being made into something
start
totally
off one
different.
place and then we're going on somewhere else. Yeah. So when you say give yourself alcohol poisoning or nothing like that.
Oh well.
Because some people might be like, oh, but she said she'll eat a little extra. Just
as much as your heart desires.
For clarification purposes. Don't go say moms tell you to do this. No. Okay.
This is looking nice.
It looking nice? Thank you. Georgia, if you say looking nice, I feel good about it because my simplicity does take over.
Okay. Let's see.
How it looking?
I like the little colors, how the red is just landing at the bottom. So it's kind of masking the amaretto. So for those who don't drink, and then you get the shock of your life.
See, that's why you just have to. Okay, so this is the alcohol. This is, okay. And now for Georgette.
Yes.
And for Sharika, the non-alcohol, we're going to do the same thing just without the alcohol.
Okay.
So start off with the orange juice.
Orange juice. Pour as much as my heart desires.
As your heart desires.
Okay.
Then we're going to do the pineapple juice.
Pineapple.
And then we're going to fritty it up a little bit. Ooh. A little bit more.
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, because you want it too sweet?
Exactly.
Too sweet.
Because the pineapple juice is already sweet.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So we have our drink. We have a mom's Mai Tai and a mom's sunset. Sound about right?
Oh, not you making up a new name on the spot.
Okay, then. So we have our drinks. We're gonna go have a seat and meet up with the ladies. And we're back. Everybody has their drinks.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
Okay. And as you guys can see, we did a little switcheroo. So instead of 4 moms, we have 3 moms and a dad. So in the first segment, I forgot to mention, we have a guest. Woo! He's the second guy to come on the talk show with the moms. So we welcome you, Mr. Marvio Cooks. Like I said, he's a dad. He works with kids in sports, in computers, in mentoring and basketball and a whole lot of other things that aren't coming to mind right now. But the point is that he works with kids. He is a dad, so he is relevant to our conversations, I thought.
Okay.
So for this week, a few weeks back, something that's always showing up on my timeline, because like I've mentioned on my social media timeline, it's a lot of parenting things, things you should look out for, things to talk about, and all of that type of stuff. And came up a couple of times with gaming and the harms of gaming and what to look out for when your kids are online and so forth. And I remember Marvio had posted something, I think it was sometime last year, in reference to that on the island, because I think a lot of the times when we hear of these global issues, we tend to think that it can't happen here in St. Martin because the community is so small. And when I heard Marvio mention it, I was like, okay, this is somebody that's in that field saying that it's relevant to us here. So then I reached out to him and said, hey, I have a podcast. You're going to come on the podcast. I asked him a question. You're going to come on the podcast. You're going to come. You're going to sit with the moms and we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Me and Marvio had that relationship.
I was voluntold instead of volunteered.
Yeah.
He understood the assignment.
Yes.
He came on his own will,
Mostly.
mostly. 80-20%. So before we go into the, let's say, the cons, we're going to start on the pros.
But wait, before we get into that, actually, for those of us who are not aware of what he posted,
Oh.
it would be nice that, you let us know what it was that...
So I think I believe the post that she's talking about is the one where I was letting parents know about the dangers of not only online gaming and how to control your child being online, but also about a particular game called Roblox and the dangers of Roblox and why Roblox shouldn't be used as a tool to teach children or to entertain children, because there are a lot of dangers on there. It is now very well known as a haven for predators, and I was giving examples of games that are more friendly to children instead of letting them play Roblox. Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's what it was, because a lot of kids, including mine, are active on Roblox. So I thought it was a relevant conversation because I know a lot of kids on the island are into Roblox, and that's how they start their social media experience is through the gaming, and then as they get older, then they get into the other social media apps. But before we go on that, because there are pros and cons to gaming. Yeah. Because I know you through my husband, through gaming leagues and that type of stuff. And remember you guys promoting the positives of gaming, because we grew up in an era where when you play in a game and if you get too into it, then your mother tell you come off of the game, pause the game, and having to explain it can't pause. I didn't have these experiences, but I've heard of these experiences. And then because my husband was in that field as well, I remember hearing all the positive aspects of gaming. Would you like to shed some light on some of the positive?
Sure, there are many positive aspects of gaming.
And what type of gaming, to clarify, because
so
the ones the kids would know and the ones...
Okay, so there are online games, and then there's single player games, and there's strategic games, there's fighting games, there's racing games, sports games, that falls under racing. I always tell people that you can have a hammer, and a hammer can be used to build or destroy.
Yeah.
It just depends on who's wielding the hammer, right? So there are many positive sides of gaming. Your cognitive dissonance kicks up. Your critical thinking skills has been scientifically proven that gamers are able to make decisions a little faster than non-gamers because of the frequency of the type of games that they play. Also, it depends on the type of games that you play. If you play strategic games, of course, you're training your mind to be more strategic and critical thinking. And of course, there are, like I mentioned, there are games like Roblox that kind of are brain rot, and they don't really help your brain develop the way that they should. Other than that, in the creative field, and that's something that the foundation that me, Pete, Melissa, and many other people were a part of, we were showing students that, and parents, that there are areas in the gaming industry where your child can develop a real professional career. Okay. And we're not talking about, because most people think gaming career, everybody thinks, most people, programming. And they're like, well, my child doesn't want to be a programmer. No, there's drawing, writing, sound engineering, everything from storyboarding, legal. You'll be surprised how many legal documents come for a game. Most of the time we don't see it, but when you click accept, all of that legal jargon was done by someone who was a lawyer, right? So there are many careers that are included or encapsulated in gaming. And what we were doing was showing not only students, but also parents that, hey, it's not about the game, it's about time management.
Okay.
It's not about the technology. It's about guidance, right? Because the device isn't doing anything. It's lack of proper guidance with what you can do with this device, what you can do with this content. Okay. That's the problem. So yeah, there are many positive sides to it. And not all of it is just having a good time in front of a TV or on a screen. I myself was a game tester for a number of years. I tested games like Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and many others. And it's kind of cool to see when I play those games that I can see areas in the games where my feedback was taken, and now I see it in the game, right? So, and I tell people, when you think game tester, oh, he's just sitting in front of the TV playing games. No, actually, being a game tester made me not want to game for a while, because you're sitting there with over 250 different people across the world. You have a supervisor, and they're making you do the same part of a game over and over and over again to get your feedback, to get your technical references, and you're submitting reports on the go. So you test the area for 30 minutes, and then you have 15 minutes to submit a technical report on what you're doing. You have to submit it, or else you don't get paid. There's a whole lot that goes on to create those things that we see our children and us love to play.
Okay. So it's the business. So even before you got, like, if you're a game tester, if you're a high school game tester, for
Yes.
instance, because they do go to high schools.
They do go to high
as well.
schools, yes.
So you're actually learning those business practices,
Yeah.
work practices.
Yes,
Beforehand.
and you're learning about your network. You learn about how to set your network up to whether it's open, mild, or strict. You are learning so much more about the industry and what goes into creating these games, and it's amazing. I when we first started, I had a lot of parents. I was like, oh, there you go, these children are going to waste their time, and I was like, if your child came to you with a check because they played a game for 4 hours, not in a day, but throughout the week, an hour a day, what would you say? And then most of the time they're like, I mean, how much is a check? They don't. So it's really about understanding what is out there, exposing our children to understand time management, because I had to learn time management. I was in university when I was a game tester, and I had to understand that I needed to take a nap before, because I'm working with people around the world. When I had to game test, it was 3 a.m, 3 to 5, right? So it's not like I can just stay up, and then no. So I had to learn, okay, I need to sleep by this time so that I can wake up on time for this time and do what I have to do. And yeah, there's a lot that goes into gaming.
And at the same time, balancing your school.
Balancing your school, balancing your life, and balancing my gaming, because I want to play my games.
So after testing, you still want to play games.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a break because it's like, but yeah, it's still there. And one of the things that I can say is that once you are exposed to that side of gaming, you start to understand that this is a $1 billion industry. You start to understand that this is an industry full of creatives. You start to understand that there are many people who are expressing themselves through gaming. And then once you get into the community of gaming, you start to understand that, of course, there's not like any community. There's the bad and then there's the good.
Yes.
But there are many people who make their connections through a game. I made a connection with so many gamers online, and we played together for years, never met each other. But if I hear their voice, I know who they are. If there was something wrong, we would talk to each other, So there's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot that's behind it, more than just what you see on the screen.
You mentioned about there's communities within the gaming. How do you know which ones are positive, which ones are negative, destructive?
Okay, so there are age ratings for games. They're just like movies. They let you know what age is recommended for a child to be able to play this game, or an adult. First, that's the first point to go to. Look at the age rating. 2, I always tell people, if your child is under 13, Don't let them go online in any chat group. Don't let them be online talking to any strangers. You can put them on games where they are not in servers where there are adults.
Okay.
Because regardless of how child friendly that game is, if there are adults, there's a high probability that there's conversations or things happening in there that you do not want your child exposed to.
Right.
You know? And that's one of the issues with Roblox. It looks very childish. It looks very like, oh, it's Legos, it's you know? But then when you go into the game, you realize, wait a minute, why is this character wearing lingerie?
Yeah.
Right? Well, what is being said in these servers, right? These things these are the parts where I say parental guidance is important and needed. So that's one way. Age rating. Two.
Do online games have age ratings as well?
Yes.
Okay.
All games have an age rating. All of them. You just have to look for them. Most of the time, it's legally mandated that they have to be on the label.
I don't remember seeing that for Roblox though. But I could be wrong. I don't remember seeing that for
It have to be somewhere. But
It's somewhere. It's
you just
somewhere. You have to look for it, but that one is most probably rated E for everyone because it's, you know, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, and then the second part is join the game. As a parent, take the time out, sit while your child is playing or while they're not, get on the game, go into, if it's an online game, go into the lobbies and see what's going on. See what the game is about. Google it. See what type of storyline the game has, what kind of community is online. And then you can make an informed decision on, should my child be on this game? Okay. Right? Because, and then two, three, this is the part that I tell people the most. Don't let the game babysit your child.
Yeah. Most importantly.
So easy.
Because
I'm saying, because when I was younger, I would sit in front of the TV, and then it was, don't let the TV babysit your child. Yeah. But I would have a good old time just sitting in front of the TV for hours at a time, and no one would bother me.
Yeah, with Ren and Stimpy and Rocco. And
Right? Now as an adult, you're watching it back, like,
I probably
this is what they allowed me to watch.
Yeah.
The child mind didn't make those connections.
Because we didn't know the references.
But you don't know how much it shaped or didn't.
Exactly.
How much it shaped or didn't shape.
Yeah, but that's why we're the coolest generation. Anyway, so that's the part. And being involved means understanding what it is your child is playing and being part of that community. Yeah. You know, with my child, she knows. If I hear her say one word on that and I think it's somebody else on the other end, I'm coming. Because I need to know who you're talking to. And immediately I'm like, get out.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be in a chat. You're not supposed to be, I don't even allow her to chat.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who's on the other end.
Exactly.
Right? They might be posing as a child.
Yeah, and they're not.
And they're not. Or they might be they might be a child, but someone you might not want them to be talking to because of what they're exposed to. Right? So be involved and don't let the device be the babysitter of your child. Yeah. Understand screen time, limits, and learn. You know, we as adults, if you wanted to get a recipe, right? And you don't know the recipe, where do you go?
Online.
And you Google it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You look up videos?
Yeah.
You look for which videos have the highest ratings, so you know that they know what they're doing. Because you're looking to do. You want to do curry. You want to do.
I know, but okay, let's see if it works out in my favor. Then
It works out. All right, you're one of those. But basically, you look for the information that you need.
Yeah.
And you apply it,
Yes.
right? We do that for the things that we want to do.
Yeah.
Just recently I said we need to do the same for our children when it comes to technology. It's not the tech, it's the lack of guidance in how to use the tech, right? So we have to do the same thing. We have to take it takes time, that's the only thing. It takes time, and it's not like it takes a lot of time. 15 minutes. Take a moment and learn how to set up your network. If you don't know, all of us have a tech person somewhere in our lives, right?
Yeah, that's
true. Unfortunately, I'm the one for a lot of people. But we all have that person. Talk to them. Let them know, hey, look, I have my child is on my device, on their devices. past 8 o'clock at night. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I work, so sometimes I don't get the time to really remember, hey, come off your device.
Yeah.
But I know that I don't want them on the device past this time.
I think now
Such as-
majority of the
Devices.
my daughter's tablet, for example, has the parental control.
Yes.
So I have
Yes.
it set to when you can actually open it in the
Awesome.
morning,
When you
for
can turn it
example,
off.
and when it comes off at night. And sometimes she goes like, "Mommy, it's off already." And I'm just like, "Well, it's time.
That's
It's time. Oh." And she's like, "For 30 more minutes," and I can set it for that
Yes.
extra 30 minutes.
Yes.
But otherwise, to that,
Speaking of time,
No.
speaking of my drink, I know about you.
Oh.
My drink running kind of low. I need to top it up. So we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna top up my drink. I know what it is. I'm gonna top up my drink. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, guys. But ladies, are you doing me a disservice? Why nobody remind me that Najila isn't here for us to acknowledge that Najila not here? I just okay.
for some reason, I feel like we did
Ish.
when you said the 4 moms, but now we're 3 moms. So I was like, okay,
Okay, so I did
But then we
acknowledge
got distracted.
Okay,
So now you
I
can.
thought I didn't, but Nashila isn't here with us today. She's missing a voice or two, and yeah, she didn't find that she was up for it. We tried to encourage her, but she decided,
Yes.
for the sake of her voice, she was going to take a break today. So I am drinking for 2, and then Marvio is drinking for 1 today. That's what we do here at Moms. We support each other.
That's right.
Yes,
I'll hold your hair back while you.
You know-
Makes sense.
I appreciate you. I
As a
appreciate-
sober one, you know.
Yeah.
I got
appreciate
you
The
know.
designated driver.
No,
No?
no.
Oh.
I can't properly
There's
see
a
at night.
story
If are
there.
you trust me at night to drive your
That's good to
car?
know. That's good to know. Okay.
not to do that.
Getting picked up.
Yeah.
That's why I always go for the pickups. Yes, that's right, Ice.
good.
Passenger princess.
I see that. Yeah.
So getting back to gaming. I did want to ask, or at least I was asked to ask, about your gaming associations that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Are your gaming associations still up and running today?
It's alive. It exists, but it's not active right now because we're restructuring. We're doing our best to essentially create an academy,
Okay.
and we want to cover a lot more areas than just gaming.
Okay.
So we want to dabble a little bit into development and so on. The last project we did, we had students create their own video game.
Oh, nice.
And it was a story. The group that won, they created a story based on St. Martin, and it was very enlightening to see the creativity that came out of that. And we eventually ended up. It was 5 students. Each of them had their own tasks to do, and then it turned into other students from other schools coming because it was so engaging and so positive to see what these students have in their head when it comes to development and what they want to do. And so we decided from that experience, that we would like to expand it and create something different. I won't name drop it here because we're keeping it on a hush hush.
Okay.
But just know that there's something coming. We're working together with really cool people from here and abroad. And we do have a community chat. I'll give you the number for that later.
Okay.
And where they discuss development goals and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a time frame in mind when we can look out for that, or that's part of the under hush?
That's part of the under hush.
You're giving me nothing.
Work with it. Work with it.
No exclusives. No,
Yeah, work with it.
Fine. And for new gamers, persons that are just like coming into that and finding, oh, this is actually something I'm really into. What advice would you give to them as they step into this?
So, when you say gamer, what do you mean?
I mean, let's go with gamer with a console.
Okay.
And that, because I don't know, is there a platform for gamers, like online gaming?
Yeah, no, it's all. I say gamer. Many people don't know they're gamers
But
because you play games on your phone. You're a gamer.
Oh, okay. I'm just thinking I'm just like,
Welcome to the club.
I'm just here like thinking I'm just passing the time, but okay.
Yeah, and what do gamers do?
I play solitaire, or let's
Gamer.
They have
Gamer.
card games. They have professional card games where they do
Yeah,
that type of
you
stuff.
are a
too,
gamer.
so.
But when you ask about a gamer, are there different levels of gamers?
They're different types and
Okay.
different levels.
Can
yes.
you
They're
give us a
hardcore
little-
gamers. Hardcore gamers are ones that they like to tell themselves that they're PC gamers and they're top of the notch. Anyway, we'll
What's
talk
PC
about them.
gamers, though?
Well, PC gamers.
Terms.
Okay, so PC gamers are gamers that play on computers.
Yes.
And they have really expensive hardware and they're really into frame rates and what their graphics card does and all of this other stuff. And then there's console gamers. We're the more chill kind of people, like that guy over there. We just we just chill and we like the games that we like. And then outside of hardware, there are gamers who there's categories of what type of game you like to play.
Okay.
Me, I like FPS, which is first-person shooters. So
You like going around shooting people?
I'd rather do it digitally than in real life. I feel like
Wow.
I'm doing the world a service. Those are your Call of Duty heads, Battlefield, and other games like those. Then there are role-playing gamers with RPGs, and those are many story games, anywhere from Oblivion, Dragon Age, Grand Theft Auto. It's a role-playing game. And then there's strategy games and many other types of games. Sports games, your FIFA, your NBA 2K, and so on.
So then for right now, in this present day and age, what do you find most, when I say kids between the ages, let's say tweens to teenagers, what do you find them most gravitating to?
Sports games and FPS.
And FPS or first-person shooters?
Yeah, first-person shooters. Mostly. And then in their own communities, fighting games, actually.
Fighting games?
Yeah, there's a big
Like Mortal
fighting game
Kombat
community. Mortal
and all
Kombat,
that?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter has a really big following. And that's mostly what you hear them talking about. And then, because
So
these kids
console
love
games are-
Fortnite.
So console games are still pretty popular.
Very,
then?
very, very, very. But it's because of the ease of entry, right? Like I mentioned, PC games, it's a niche. You have to know your hardware. You have to know, you have to have the money to get into it. And but once you're there, you see, I myself want to build my own PC again and get into it, but it's expensive. And consoles are a little bit more accessible price-wise. So when a parent thinks game, they see the commercial for a PS5. Get what I mean? They see the commercial for an Xbox or for a Nintendo. You don't see the commercial for a PC. So you gravitate towards what you see, and then that's what you usually go for.
So you say for PCs it's more expensive?
Yes.
Do you feel
At the beginning.
Okay.
Because you can get a lot of free games on a PC. So
do you
yeah.
feel shooting games contributes to violent
No,
behavior?
I was gonna already answer you. No, they do not. They do not. That's like blaming Marilyn Manson for school shootings.
Which they did.
Which they did.
Which they did. So,
And no, it doesn't. The shooting, when you most of the times, and this is the thing, that's why I say get involved in the game that your child plays. Shooting games, a lot of the times, they have really interesting storylines. And they're very involved, very emotional, and you can find yourself in the story. Most games have that. They're very engaging, and it doesn't. If shooting games translated to violence, we'd all be shot right now. If you think about the amount of people that are actually playing those games. Battlefield. I love Battlefield. I don't get paid by them, so I'm just name dropping. But Battlefield 6, when it came out, had about 800,000 players first night. You had to wait minutes to be able to get into a server just to log on to the game. So imagine 800,000 people. If 50% of them translated to violence, we'd have a problem, right? So it's not the game. What I realized, and when we did, so in Tallahassee, I did a game club called Family BGC, and we had Tallahassee Gamers Club. And every week on Wednesdays, what we would have is a round table where we would talk about the dangers of gaming, based on addiction and mental health and time management. And what we realized is that many people who already have issues either gravitate towards something, right? And many who had anger issues and went to gaming, it stopped them from going to jail. We had so many testimonies of people saying, I didn't know what to do, and then, I started playing this game, and on the game I met this person or that person, and it saved my life.
Okay.
All right, and we also got people connected to hotlines where you can call if you had, addiction to gaming or any kind of anything, and it helped. And that's something that we want to do for the thing that I didn't tell you about. And and that's why I say it's really about not painting everything with a broad stroke, because it's easy, and I get it. It's easy to say, oh, look, that game has guns, that must be violent.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's not that. Gaming has actually saved a lot of lives, and I have at least 3 friends who decided to stay in this world with us because of a game. Okay. Because they got on the game and they met someone who encouraged them. I've had moments where we're in a lobby and we're gaming and we hear our friend and we're like, hey man, you all right? And you'll see the screen and we are here, but we're having an actual conversation. We're having an intervention while we're attacking Charlie Flag, like, they're like, get in the helicopter. So yeah, man, about that, but there's a community, and that's why I always tell people, don't judge it on the cover. Really get in there, and you'll see just how many. You'll understand why it has taken hold the way it has. And like I said, all of you are gamers. Everybody.
But also makes a difference also having the correct community.
Exactly.
Because if you end up in the wrong
community, then you're and that's where I say again, get involved, because there's a dark side to everything, right? And we need to know, just like in real life, who we surround ourselves with.
Yeah.
Right?
I was gonna ask though, the club that you had in Tallahassee where they had that support and the support lines.
Yes.
I don't know if we have like those hotlines down here. They usually have. Are they usually international?
International. Well, in the States, they have their own.
But then, do you have that community here, or do you find? Because when you were going through that, you were in college. College life and adult life is 2 different things. You hopefully keep in touch with people as you get an adult. But as an adult now, joining gaming and starting that process, do you find that it also has that community for someone just starting versus?
It's there. It is there.
On the island?
On the island, yes.
Do you guys meet at a specific time?
What's funny? Is that every group has their own group.
Oh.
And on St. Martin, and that's why we did what we did, because we wanted to kind of bring them out, There are certain organizations right now, I know Cage is one of them, that's really helping gamers find a meeting spot to meet other gamers. And the thing is that we're very introverted. And we keep to our little groups, but they are there. And once if you're starting out, what I would say is, there's social media. Find a group. Find a group, and you'll see that there are people like you that are playing the games you're playing, and you can have these conversations, and you can have the community. Because to me, like, I play Battlefield, and it's not even about the game. I play Battlefield for the memories. When me and my friends talk, we're not talking about the game. We're talking about what we did. We have a whole storyline. When, like, for example, with Melissa's one big gamer, and our memories aren't about how we won a game. Our memories are we're logging in, and as soon as we spawn in the map, we go in the map, Melissa starts singing. And and we're driving to Bravo Flag under fire, and Melissa's there singing, "We are the world." Or some Disney song, because there's always a Disney song. And those are the memories, and then we laugh about that, we laugh about the fact that if I'm the pilot in any game,
Okay.
right? And we had a mission in Grand Theft Auto where we had to infiltrate a submarine and leave with something.
Okay.
And I'm the pilot. So I pick them up, they're in a boat, and I pick them up with a hook and hook up the boat, and we're flying, and I'm flying a helicopter, and we're about at 8,000 meters in the sky, and Melissa's like, "Manser," that's my gamer tag, by the way, Manser, don't you do it." And I'm like, "What? Don't you do it, Manser." And the other person's like, "What is he gonna do?" And it's like, "Manser, I know you, don't you?" And I release the hook and I drop them. We still talk about that every day. Because she's like, "He will drop you from the sky." And I was like, "But you lived." But it's
Not
those
to
memories.
fly with you, though.
Yeah.
You're a dangerous one.
Yes. No, joining me in a helicopter or anything, it's on you. You did that to yourself.
Wow. See, but that one person didn't know. Anyway, before I get sidetracked. Okay, so then coming back to the kids with
Yes.
the online games. I mean, we have Roblox, yes.
Yes.
But there are other games out there. So just as some tips for parents to look out for, as far as one, you already said, be involved,
Yes.
like know what the games that they're
Yes.
playing.
Play
What other-
along.
Play
Play
along.
along.
Yes.
What other tips would you give parents to just like look at, and if they're not able to actually sit, because some parents,
No, you don't have the time.
You just really do not have
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
And you give them that so that they are involved, they don't feel left out, because that's also a thing that you struggle with as a parent. What are the signs that something
Is wrong?
may be wrong or heading in the not right direction?
Our children are sponges.
Yeah.
And when you prod them or you squeeze them a little bit, something comes out.
Yeah.
Their language, not only towards you or others, but also how they talk about themselves.
Yeah.
That's the first sign. How they get along with others, or do they? Right? Again, the first thing to do is always check their age rating. I always tell people, I used to work at GameStop in the States, and when I would see a parent come with a child and they're buying them Grand Theft Auto, I was that employee that was like, no. They're like, yeah, but no. Because why is your 11-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
It's not, and I know that child's gonna play it by themselves.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea, right? You'll see it in your child when you realize that, and this is something towards what you said, and as I say, it's not the game, it's who's talking to them, right? You'll see that their behavior becomes sharp. Or you might realize that they recluse, they go
Become
back
more
into
introverted.
introverted. Not even introverted, just in themselves. They don't talk anymore because somebody is telling them something, and a lot of times it's not. And if it is the game, then you realize that. And for example, kids usually have nightmares.
Yeah.
I stopped my little girl from playing I found out it was some game. I didn't even remember what it is, but it has like some pig with a bat, and I was like, "What is that?" Like. And I remember she was having nightmares. And then I said, and that was my own fault too, because I have monitoring systems at home and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes, and that's why I'm glad you mentioned it, sometimes as an adult, especially here, we are trying to make sure that our children eat. Life isn't easy. Money isn't easy. And you get caught up. But I remember that weekend, I was like, why is she having these nightmares? And then my daughter draws, and I saw her drawing. It'll come out in their art.
Yeah.
Right? And I saw her drawing something, and I was like, this isn't what you usually draw. And I said, what is this? And then she told me the name of the game, and I was like, what? And I went and I checked it out. Immediately. Blocked it.
Yeah.
Immediately. Within a week or two, nightmares stopped. Right? So What I would say is that if you notice these things in your children, check
Pay
what they're,
attention to
pay
it.
attention to it. It's not, I personally believe that there are no bad kids. There are bad behaviors, there are bad situations. But at the core, I don't believe any child is born bad, right? So just find out what is affecting your child. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Take them and talk with them.
Not talk
at
down
them.
to them. Yeah.
Not at
Yeah.
them.
Not at them, talk with them. Be prepared to receive the information that they're going to give you. Because they're not going to share. I do my best, I'd say this. I always told myself I want to be the father that I wish I had at that age. Right? So that's what I want to be. So it's not easy though, because you will hear things from your kid that you're like, oh, you know? And it's easier for us because we were raised that way too. Hey, know your place, and this,
Yeah.
and that, and that. And that. No, it doesn't
child
help
should know
because
child's
then,
place.
yeah, and then the thing is that, yeah, they're gonna know their place,
Yeah.
and they're gonna know it's not with you.
Because then our communication stops right here. So where they're finding openness, they won't find it with you. And unfortunately, they find it somewhere
Somewhere
else,
else.
which might not be the
Shouldn't find it.
And
healthiest.
most of the time, that somewhere else is never a good place.
Yeah.
You know, just make sure that you take the time to understand that this is a little human. They haven't been on the planet as long as you have,
Yeah.
and they don't have it figured out.
Yeah.
So whatever they're going to tell you might be a little unhinged, but you have to be the one to guide them.
Yeah.
And if you can't give them that safe space, the alternative is never usually good.
Yeah.
You know, there aren't many mentors out there who can take up. You know, the village isn't what it used to be.
It's very broken. It's filled with holes.
Yes, it's not what it used to be. So you have to be that center of guidance, that lighthouse for them.
Yeah.
Nicely said. Nicely said. Ladies, it wasn't bad for our second man on the couch here with us.
He's just like, yes.
We're doing good, guys.
We still gonna have to talk about you when you leave.
Well, I mean, no, I know that. But it's fine.
hopefully, Marvio gave some insights into what you should look out for, and just with the gaming community in general, because I think right now, definitely, it's all over. And again, with you not wanting your child to miss out.
Yeah.
Every child, I feel like every child has a tablet, has a phone, and playing, whether it's Roblox or Minecraft,
Yes.
or I don't know what other
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Call of Duty,
All of the
all
things.
of that. Yeah.
So it's important to keep track of it and know what to look out for. And I'm very happy to Marvio for being here to explain the bright side and the not so bright side of gaming. Especially with this up and coming generation. Ladies,
And we'll look out for your
What I didn't say.
You're not
yes.
giving us exclusives.
A little taste.
Off camera.
We didn't cheers yet, so we got to cheers now. Even though we done, yeah,
we done like
that's okay. I mean, the drink was good.
It was
I mean,
good.
we did a good job.
All right. What are we doing? We're doing which cheers do you guys do?
1, 2, 3, and
Oh,
say
okay.
cheers. Cheers. Thank you for being here, Marvio.
Thank
See
you
you
for having
guys
me.
next time. Bye.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Our socials.
As I say bye, I take of it.
It's the drink's fault.
And don't forget to follow Moms in Paradise on all our social platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. That's it.
yes,
ma'am.
Instagram.
Yes, it is Instagram. So Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Moms in Paradise podcast. And if you'd like to send us a personal message, you can definitely reach out to us via our emails, momsinparadisesxm@gmail.com. Be a part of the community. Share your mom moment with us.
Yes.
Ask us a question. What would you like us to talk about? Send us a message so that we know and we can set that up. And I think that's it. Oh, mom moment. Anybody has a mom moment to share? I feel like we can do that in a minute.
Okay, we do it.
No?
No, not right now.
What's up?
My mom moment is that my child combed her hair the other day. And it was the first one that I could think of. And she did a good job with a full-on afro, and I'm very happy about it.
I love it.
Yes, love that for me. So until the next time, guys, thank you for being here. Follow us on social media. Like, comment, share. Be a part of our community. Bye again.
Bye.
Adios.